Welcome to another episode of Bucket City. We got Rose, y'all know him, and we got somebody new. We got Mr. Throw It Up. You want to introduce yourself to the beautiful people?
Yeah, sure. At Throw It Up on Discord, I guess. Can't change my Twitter username, but yeah, I've been following ball for like the last like 7, 8 years. I've kind of gotten like more into it within the last couple years. Started like talking to people about it and such.
All right.
On the pod, bro.
Thank you.
You always welcome back. Always.
Appreciate it.
Suns versus Mavs. Who wins this game 7? This crucial game 7. A lot of legacies are on the line.
Go ahead, throw it up. You the guest. You go first.
I don't know. I love Luca, but I just think I see the Suns winning it. Like the Suns, like they just have the better overall team. The Mavs kind of have to rely on their shooters hitting, and it's been shown that they don't do that every game. And also, what Luca had to put up like 40 in both of those first two home games for the game to even be close. And then when he didn't put up 40, the game wasn't close at all.
These are facts. Luka has to max out for them just to get a win. He does look sluggish and tired from this maxing out. What about you, Rose? What you think?
If I'm a betting man, the Suns are at home. I just think Booker is going to get it done. Game 7, I could be wrong. Luka can go crazy, and we can have a different conversation.
This is Booker's first game 7. So how do you guys think he's going to perform? This is the first game 7 he's ever been in his professional career.
I would say decent. They need him to play good. He needs to average. He need to at least to me 25 on good efficiency. That's a good game to me.
What makes me worry is that he played a really bad game 6 against Milwaukee. So like it's been shown that in those like closeout games, in those like games you need, Book might not show up.
I don't know.
Hey, he not lying in that aspect. He did not show up in game 6.
The problem that I'm having with the Suns is they have a clear mismatch with DeAndre Ayton, and they're not feeding him like they should be.
Or not.
The Mavs have no big men. Like there's, come on now.
I don't know if that's Monty Williams. I don't know if that's Chris Paul, but somebody got to talk about getting mismatches for him and getting mismatches that Chris Paul can exploit. For some reason, they just not understanding that you need to keep screening because I forgot Nicotina or whatever his name is. I can't. Bro, he's putting the clamps on that nigga. Bro. He's putting the clamps on him and Chris Paul and Devin Booker. So if I'm Monty Williams, I'm doing something to get this nigga off my two best players. Screen, handoff, something. Off ball screens, down screen, something.
Like the fact that Jason Kidd he's playing him so late in the series, I find it ironic and crazy. I think he maybe should have played him maybe around game 3, maybe game 4. We'll be talking about a whole different series.
I don't know. With Ayton, like it's definitely a really good mismatch, and like Ayton has the size to make it a mismatch and like the skill, but like I don't know. He's always like more of a finesse guy. Like he does like a post move or something. Like he's not gonna back you down and dunk on you.
I get what you mean. I have to agree with that. That's probably one of the reasons why they probably not feeding him the ball. Kind of like what Dallas was doing. Kristaps, like nigga, you got the height advantage, but you don't bang. You know what I'm saying? You're more of a finesse player, so I can see the comparison.
Yeah, because like you want the ball.
Comparisons, sorry, not you, man.
But like you want the ball in Chris Paul and Devin Booker's hands, not DeAndre Ayton's for like 10 seconds.
Very true. Very.
So unfortunately, the 76ers lost. I think we all saw this coming. We didn't have. I don't think. Well, some people actually have the Sixers beating Miami. They have CTE clearly, but what do their offseason look like? James Harden's a free agent. I think most of their roster is free agents.
Well, it's definitely important because Joel Embiid, people aren't talking about it for some reason. He's on the last year of his contract. Like next year, it's coming up. Last year of his contract. So if they don't do something, it could be bad. Like that whole team could just like fall apart, and they could just go back into a rebuild. I think that they will sign James Harden again because like Daryl Morey be like meat riding Harden. Like he thinks Harden is still like fucking 2015, 2016 Harden, and like but like it's 65 million. That's the thing. Like he'll be paying him 65 million a year for like not what you used to be getting.
So
But
next season got James Harden player option for 46 million. Then you got Tobias Harris for 38 million. Then Joel Embiid's making 33 million. Danny Green 10 million. Court Mott's 5 million. George Nang 3. Thibault 4. Maxi's 2. Sprinter 2. Shake Milton a mil. Isaiah Joe Paul Reeves. Charles Basley a mil. So that's what they salary cap looks like next year. Going into next season.
Yo, it's nasty that Tobias Harris makes 5 million more a year than Joel Embiid. That's disgusting.
Bro, it's a game, bro. They paid that dude, dog. Who paid him? I think the 76ers gave him an extension. Am I
They
correct?
did. Yes, you're correct.
Yeah, so like they paid that dude that money, and you just can't throw millions around. Like Tobias, for what he does, he shouldn't get paid that much. In actuality, he should be getting paid 15, 20 million, somewhere around that range for his play. There's no way you telling me this dude makes 38 million. Like he earned. I ain't checking nobody's pockets, as they say. But if I'm a GM, bro, there's no way I'm paying that type of player 38 million, bro.
That's facts.
You got 3 max players right now, so your bench ain't looking too good. Unless you could get off that Tobias Harris contract.
And who's taking it? And what is his trade value? It's not like it was like years prior when, like, I think it's actually went down because he's not the same player defensively, and he's not what we thought he was going to be at this point offensively. So what you getting from him?
I mean, I don't know a team that's going to take on his contract.
Yeah, I think he's type untradeable. Like when I really think about it, because he's not giving you the production for 38 mil, and nobody's giving you as many players that would like fit the salary. Like nobody would give you that many role players.
Well, Philly got to find out what they're going to do with Harden.
If he got the player option, that means he has the option to take it, and he not turning down 46 million or 48 million or whatever.
It's 46,872,000.
Yes, he's not turning down that. He's not turning down that.
Jeez.
You honestly think James Harden turning down 46 million?
He's not. But then you're gonna have to re-sign him now. What do the Sixers re-sign him for?
That's where you negotiate, or maybe spread that 46 million out a couple years. I don't know. But all I know is you can't pay this dude a max. There's no way. After what I just saw, there's no way, bro.
Yeah, Harden's just not Harden anymore. He's not drawing double teams. He's not fast enough. He's not getting the shots he wants. He's not taking less shots because he wants to take less shots or he's trying to take a step back. He's taking less shots because he can't get them off.
Like this contracts, I don't even know how this team gets better at this point. Unless you can find a sucker for that Tobias Harris contract, this might be the best Philly team we're gonna see. It might not get no better than what we saw.
What if the narrative is the 76ers never make it to the conference final? Be there.
And Joel Embiid's 28, so next year he'll be 29. I mean, maybe he's just not meant for them to win a ring. Maybe he's not in the book of cards.
I don't know. It's because like with Joel Embiid, like he low-key got dealt a bad hand, like in his NBA career. Like you can't really say that like it's Embiid's fault that they're not making conference finals or finals appearances. Like, bro, second option was Ben Simmons, who won't shoot the fucking ball. And then the next year, who they signed? Al Horford to play the 4 next to Embiid. And then what? After that, Ben Simmons still won't shoot the ball. And now they got fucking 40% of James Harden as a second option.
But But throw it up. This is my problem though, Brody. See, I'm a Blazers and I'm a big Dame fan. Nobody's giving that nigga that same flack though. And CJ McCollum has been his best player. I'm not trying to like. I find it funny how it's not just saying you, but I'm just saying the NBA fans in general. We kind of pick and choose who we gonna be sympathetic for or their situation. I understand what you mean, but I just feel like if we could do that with Joel Embiid, we could do that to Dame and all these superstars who are not in the best situations, but still you can see their greatness. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody gonna win a ring. Not everybody's in that position to win a ring. I understand that, but there are certain circumstances where I still feel like we can still talk about a person's greatness, even though they're not even close to sniffing a fucking ring. And Joel Embiid is that type of player.
Yeah, not like he is very dominant. Like he's one of the most dominant players in the league right now. But I don't know. It's like that. Like with rings, like the Dame argument is this man has no accolades besides Rookie of the Year. Like that's his only accolade.
Or all NBA. So I understand.
Oh well, and all NBA. Wait, are you saying that he's never been all NBA?
Nah, he made one. He has one to his name.
He got one like what, second team?
No, he made first team. Believe it or not.
Oh, he made first team that year.
I think he made 2 second teams. If I'm not mistaken, but I could be wrong. There's a couple. He made a couple All NBA teams. I know that for a fact.
What year did he make first team?
Oh, yeah, it was with Curry, and it was nasty with him being in there.
Was it the year they got to the conference finals?
No, that year I think he was second team that year. And he was second team.
I don't know, Dame. Like the whole issue with him is like I feel like he's gonna get like forgotten about. Like he's gonna be like Dominique Wilkins.
That could be. I can see that. I'm not gonna be.
I'm not hating. I'm not hating on him. I don't think.
I'm not calling you a hater. Actually, that's probably one of the best critiques I've probably heard in a long time. And like,
he made first team in 2017, and he made second team 4 times: 2015, 18, 19, and 20.
Dang, he was first team over like Harden, Curry, Westbrook, and them.
Yeah, 2017, 18. He was right next to Curry. It was him and Curry that year.
It wasn't Harden. Didn't Harden average like 30?
Let me see. All NBA. What year was that? 2017, 18. The fact that he has one is crazy to me.
Yeah, because there's so much depth.
I'm just glad my nigga got one.
It was Dame, Harden, KD, LeBron, and AD that year.
Damn, AD?
Yeah.
They put him at center that year?
Yep.
That's crazy.
And LeBron was at the 4, KD was at the 3.
Damn, they put him as a center before he got to LA, and now he's in LA and he doesn't play center. That's crazy.
The fact that he has one amazes me.
Bro, you a hater. What's the next topic, bro?
Are the Grizzlies better without Ja after that Game 5 blowout we saw to the Warriors?
I would say no. What do you think about it? Throw it up. I would say no.
So it's weird because like they're a better team with Ja on it. Like they're gonna be a more competitive team with Ja on it, and like Ja, like he's like the type of star player that gives you the opportunity to be in a game late in a game, even if you're down like 7-8. Like he's gonna like try to keep you in the game. Like he's that type of guy, in my opinion. Like I think he's gonna be great, but the offense, like the system of the offense and defense runs a lot smoother without Ja. Because Ja, like he still like plays ISO ball and like falls into ISO ball traps and then like maybe takes a stupid shot. And like without Ja, their offense just like it all clicks together really well because everyone's so selfless. Like didn't nobody score more than like 25 points 2 nights ago? It was something like that.
I know it was very team ball oriented.
Yeah, it seemed like the ball don't stop.
Like, I don't want to call him a ball stopper, but to a certain extent he is.
Mr. Ball Don't Stop Jr.
That sounds like another player I know, but we ain't gonna do that. I,
Yeah.
I if the Warriors fall tonight, if they somehow find a way to lose this game, man.
So Game 7 is tonight?
Now this is
Game
game 6
6.
tonight. It's in Oracle.
Oh, I thought you meant the Suns and the
But if they lose the game tonight, I mean, I might have the Grizzlies winning in 7 games.
There are gonna be some crazy narratives getting pushed if they lose tonight.
bro.
Yeah, you're right. Only 3
Like on
players
both
scored
sides.
21 points for the Grizzlies. Tyus Jones, Desmond Bain, and Jaren Jackson Jr.
Bro, if Grizzlies win tonight, nigga.
We need to be talking about Dylan Brooks and how wildly inconsistent he is. Oh my gosh.
No, he's not inconsistent. He's mad consistent. He consistently misses every shot he takes.
You said Devin Booker?
Nah, Desmond Bain.
Oh, Desmond Bain.
I mean Dylan Brooks.
Oh.
Yo, he shot 5 for 13 last game for 12 points.
Yo, that is an improvement.
Hey man, if I'm Memphis, I want this nigga off my team. All Memphis fans, I talk to all Memphis fans. They I like this nigga Dylan Brooks.
So y'all think Ja, Desmond Bain, and Jaren Jackson should be their 3 core players?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Dylan
for
Brooks, hell no.
I think
Dylan Brooks
they
is like a wannabe Pat Bev.
I say they try to keep as many of their core players that they can afford, but obviously people gonna want more money, so then that's what you make choices. But if I had to make a choice, it's definitely Ja, the tall
Desmond Bain, Jaren Jackson.
back. Of course, you can't replace him, and either Desmond Bain or whoever is gonna be the integral third piece. You just gotta figure out who's gonna be that third piece. It's looking like Desmond Bain. I want to see if he can stay consistent, throughout the playoffs and next year.
Next year is a big year for Desmond Bain.
For sure.
Because teams are going to start game planning for him. Like, they're not going to be, like, super hard game planning Desmond Bain.
That's what I'm saying. It's not going to be a surprise that you shoot threes. It's not a surprise that you do some of the things that you do. Now that the defense can now game plan against you, what we'll be able to do, you actually keep that same production going. And if he can, then yes, he's going to be a viable third option for the Grizzlies and if he can stay healthy and still keep that production.
I mean, I'm looking at this roster. It's a good roster. You got Brendan Clark, Kyle Anderson, Tillman, DeAndre Mellon, Zaire Williams. I mean, you might want to move Steven Adams.
Definitely.
Get his
Well, hasn't he,
contract
like,
up.
not even played these playoffs?
He has.
He just started playing.
A lot.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, he did play the last game. You're right.
Now, because of the series versus the Timberwolves, it didn't make sense to play him because Cat was going to cook him on the perimeter.
Cook.
That's facts.
Barbecue chicken.
Yeah, nah, he was not going to be guarding fucking Cat. Steven Adams isn't really guarding anyone, like, anywhere, but, like, definitely not Cat on the perimeter.
So, on the Warriors side of the ball, right?
Uh-huh.
You got is Draymond the same Draymond that we know and love that helped them win all these championships?
Yes, I think the problem is Clay.
You think Clay's the problem?
I mean, Clay's shooting a lot on bad efficiency. Like, I'll pull it up. His efficiency this playoffs has been atrocious.
I know last game against Memphis, he shot 7 for 12 for 19 points.
Other than that, it hasn't really been too sweet. Or it's only been sweet. Let me correct myself.
Jonathan Kuminga stepped up big, gave him 17 points, 7 for 16. Well, it took him 16 shots to get it.
He's averaging 20 points this playoffs on 18 field goals. He's shooting 42% from the field and 38% from three.
That's about
so he's
Clay's
not putting up atrocious numbers, but like he hasn't had like a Clay game. Like he hasn't had one of those like Clay 40 bombs.
If Memphis had a big, other than Steve Adams, that could like score down low on the block, I think they could have got rid of the Warriors.
I think that's what's Jaren Jackson so valuable because
Jaren Jackson's just inconsistent scoring.
yeah, he is. But I just hope that once he becomes consistent, he could just become consistent these last couple games. They might win it. Man,
And what doesn't he not really do a lot of post play?
no, he does not.
Yeah, I
Let's
haven't
play
watched
random perimeter.
yet.
These new age bigs,
Okay,
man.
he's only 22. He still has room to grow.
It's these new age bigs. They won't all play on the perimeter and shoot threes.
But it's been proven in today's league that paint offense is still very, very important.
It's crazy because you would think that like people like Cat would niggas because he just that bigger. Just don't.
Cat think he's shooting guard. He's shooting guard in the center's body,
He thinks he's KD.
which is crazy. Yeah, he's too big to be doing that. Who won between the Sixers and the Nets trade? Who won that trade? Can we call who won it? We still gotta wait?
I
What's your
feel like
thoughts?
I gotta wait because if I gotta see how big like initially I still feel like it's a lose-lose on either side, but if I had to claim a winner, I still gotta see how it play out. That's my
What about you, Throw It Up? Who you think will win the trade?
I don't know. Like I'm also in the we got to see Ben Simmons play camp because like we haven't seen him play. Like we haven't seen if maybe he's gonna pull up from three, or like if he's gonna take a couple mid-range shots. Hey, he might. But if he doesn't do that, I'm saying it's still a lose-lose. Like nobody won that trade if Ben Simmons won't shoot. Because it sure as hell isn't the Sixers. Sixers didn't win that trade. Hell no.
Well, how much did Ben score? He scored like what 8, and James Harden scored 11 in the closeout game. So
Hold on, I'll give you the exact stats. Ben Simmons put up 5, 8, 13, one free throw made out of 2, and he had 3 points in the second half. James Harden put up 11, 4, 9 with no free throw attempts and 0 points in the second half.
Yeah, I mean the box. I feel like the box score is kind of lying there though, because like you still have to guard Harden on the perimeter. Like if Ben Simmons has the ball on the perimeter, people are just gonna like back off. They're just gonna sag off.
true. I get what you mean, bro.
But you trade for James Harden just to lose in the second round. That's just crazy to me. You move Earth, Wind, and Fire to get this guy here. You finally get him here. He doesn't perform like he should in the playoffs. It's like, come on, what did we do this for?
I mean, low-key did perform how he should have in the playoffs. He always folds.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh yeah, you're a Harden fan, right?
Nah, bro. I just laugh because people think I'm a Harden hater, and I just always tell the truth. Like I told people a long time ago, that one-on-one shit is not gonna go nowhere. He gonna get major. He gonna get all them stats. He gonna do, amazing things in the regular season. That's gonna work because you don't see the same team 4 times out the week. It's not for all the marbles. Also facing good quality competition every single night. It's the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? It's different. Teams game plan against you. That ISO or heliocentric type of ball isn't gonna win. I just knew that. Like you can see that in the park. If I could go in the like, let's keep it a stack, Josh. I could be as great as I could be, like the best shape. But if I face a good team, no matter how good I do, they're gonna outperform what I bring to the table. They're just a better team. They're gonna
negate it.
They're gonna override whatever I do. It's the same thing in the NBA. Level playing field. One player is not gonna beat anything. So I already seen it. I just wish that for whatever reason James Harden make the necessary adjustments and as far as lifestyle training and try to get back to where he used to be because it's gonna be rough playing in Philly. He played like he been playing, bro. I'm trying to tell you, it's gonna be rough. It ain't Houston. It ain't Brooklyn.
So do you think James Harden could still be valuable to the 76ers as just the primary playmaker and casually giving you 20 points a game? and every once in a while may break out for like a 30 or 40 ball.
If it's consistent, like he wasn't giving us 20 points a game in the playoffs. Like I mean, he might. What did he average? Like 18 in the first round, and then he had that 130 piece. I still find it crazy that people went crazy on Twitter for a Harden 30 piece when he averaged like 36 one season, and you're about to be like, oh my god, Harden scored 31. Like, cool, but like, fuck, I completely lost my train of thought.
Good, bro.
James Harden, I think he's at the point of his career where he's just going to be a facilitator for the 76ers, and he's only going to average 20 points. He's not going to have these crazy breakout number games, like 30, 40, 50 point games. Houston Harden is gone.
I don't need him to do that. But to say that James Harden at what I would say where he's only 32 years of age, like, not old. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't say old. So like you at that age where still to me should still be viable option. And if your speed or whatever physical quality for using the score is decreasing, then you need to figure out other ways to score. You need to figure out other ways to be effective. And I think that's what he's having issues with. You know what I'm saying? It's just you just can't use your physical gifts anymore. You got to actually figure out, okay, better offensive schemes or better ways to get your shot instead of just depending on the referee fouls that most people think he rely on fouls. Or you just got to figure out a way to other be effective. Never see him use the post. And you a big guard, and you usually got smaller guards on you. Why haven't you went to the post yet and try to use that type of ways to get scoring if you can't get ways to get downhill?
Do you think James Harden has a bag?
Yes, I do, but it's contingent on being in shape. Like it reminds me of the dude who, you got a bag when you in shape. Like when you in shape, you got a bag because you have the endurance to keep on giving me buckets, no matter how tired you are. But if you out of shape, and I know you can't keep up that same type of intensity throughout the game, then it's a whole different ball game.
He's also got to develop a better mid-range shot. Like his mid-range shot is not very good.
I mean, the last time in Houston, Harden, Mike D'Antoni ran the 7 seconds or less offense, which was just threes and drive to the basket. He rarely shot middies then. Brooklyn rarely shot middies again. Now he's on the Sixers, barely shooting middies.
Middies are important, especially since he can't get to the bucket like he used to, and he's not getting foul calls.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta he has to be able to bring it back and pull up from mid range.
James Harden has the second most basketball mileage on his body, right behind LeBron James, obviously, from all that carrying he had to do in Houston.
I was about to say, I feel like that. Well,
and then his lifestyle, like the lifestyle he lives at his age, I don't think that's helping the healing process for his body at all, especially that hammy.
You gotta stop going to the club.
Or you gotta probably do what Chris Paul did. You gotta be very strict with your diet, especially if he's trying to live a certain lifestyle and trying to maintain a certain type of physical level. Like Shannon Sharp said, you just can't keep feeding your car cheap gas and expect it to run at a press rate.
James Harden, we see. Okay, out of him and Kyrie, who do you think has more to prove next season?
Kyrie. It's not even close to. Kyrie ain't even played a season, bro. He hasn't even. He's body as hell. I don't even cut. That's just the easy answer for me. It has to be Kyrie.
So, like in basketball terms, or like just like legacy wise, I guess Kyrie. But like Harden has to prove that he's gonna be still an effective player. Like we already know what Kyrie is. Like we already know who Kyrie is, what he's gonna give us, how available he's gonna be. Like Harden has to prove that he's still like not even just a max contract level player, like a second option level player.
Mm-hmm.
Because Tyrese Maxey was the second option on that playoff run.
Crazy to think about. So Harden was a third option. Interesting. Very interesting.
No, a lot of school ain't gonna like that.
School's not gonna like that. He's a big Harden
I
fan.
mean, yes, he's a Harden fan and a Heat fan.
Mr. Savior, we call him that in the Discord, bro.
I say Westbrook a lot.
Westbrook. I'm not huge Westbrook either.
Boy, you defend your boy because you see. I wouldn't say you defend him because you see the discrepancies at how a nigga had to have 6 turnovers, nobody say nothing, but then Westbrook has 6 turnovers, and all of a sudden he a turnover machine, blah blah blah. So I just say that you see how people are biased with the boy. That's what you call it, the bias.
It's okay. Westbrook and Harden gonna be on the Shanghai Sharks together, starting backcourt, man.
Bro, I'm trying to tell you. What you trying to tell me? So, hey, my homeboy said Westbrook gonna play for the Wandong Tigers in 2 years. You think Harden gonna be right with him?
Of course, they're gonna be partners. They're gonna be right next to each other. Best backcourt of all time, man.
They're best friends.
Exactly. As Eli says, they're long lost cousins. They in the same house together. Just one in the kitchen, the other one in the living room. That's the only difference. They same house, 2 different rooms.
I guess.
Yeah,
right.
no, it is crazy that they have like the same career, kind of, but like they have completely different play styles.
Very stupid different place.
But they have the same like career path pretty much. Besides, Harden's gotten a little deeper in the playoffs a couple times.
As God.
So you can get no pushback from me. Mr. Celtics fan, who are some point guards that you want for your Celtics or would be a good fit for them? Because Marcus Smart, obviously he ain't the one.
You are wild for that. You gotta chill, Josh.
I don't know. I mean, probably the number one would be Drew Holiday, but that's not happening. Who's free this off season? Like who's getting freed up? I don't know. Because like Marcus Smart, like although he did sell in that last 2 minutes of that game, he completely sold. I'll even stretch it to 3 because Drew Holiday hit like 3 shots on his ass, but he did sell. But I don't really know who else is bringing what Marcus Smart brings, like, to my team.
As far as, like, energy and, as far as the intangibles, I know he fucked up, but, like, he does bring a lot to the team. Like, let's not try to, like, overlook that just because he had a bad game.
But he's the leader of that team. Like, pretty much. Like, Marcus Smart leads that team. He's the heart of the defense. And every once in a while, he could go off for, like, 20.
I think y'all need a playmaker and facilitator. Marcus Smart ain't the guy for that job.
Yeah, no, he's not consistent enough of a facilitator. If I were the Celtics, I'd be putting the ball in Jaylen Brown's hands at the end of games.
Oh, Jaylen Brown, not Jason Tatum. Why is that?
Because Jaylen Brown's a better facilitator.
Oh, okay.
I think that Tatum's the better playmaker. It doesn't show up in assist numbers, but Tatum is the better playmaker. But like Jaylen Brown is just like better at handling the ball. Like he's not gonna get plucked. Like he's not as long. He's faster.
But okay. Who's the better player?
Probably Tatum. Just because of like his scoring ability, and he plays better defense. Like his defense is super underrated.
Because he been telling me for 2-3 episodes that Jaylen Brown's a better player than Jason Tatum.
I mean, throw it up. Just say he wants the ball and Jaylen Brown at the end of the game, and not Jason Tatum, the better player. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but who do you want to have the ball at the end of the game? Giannis or Drew Holiday?
Giannis, but Giannis is a better player too. I'll give it to Giannis. I'm not giving it to Drew. I'll give it to Giannis. I trust Giannis to go get a bucket.
That's not the best. Probably Chris Middleton would have been a better example because they give the ball to Chris Middleton at the end of games. But nobody's out here saying that Chris Middleton is as good as Giannis.
But I'll hear the argument, though. I'm not saying that the comparison is wild. I understand how good or great Jaylen Brown is because they clearly wouldn't be in this position if it wasn't because of Jaylen Brown.
Jaylen Brown showed up. He's been showing up this series. Tatum has not.
He been hooping. He has been hooping.
Tatum ain't show up though.
I want they go to the finals. Who gets the finals MVP trophy?
Out of who?
Jaylen Brown, just Tatum. If they just happen to go to the finals and they win, I just wonder who gets the trophy.
It would depend on who and how and the plays and the moments, things of that nature. But we'll see.
Jaylen Brown gets it before Tatum. Y'all better just lock me.
All right, bro.
Yeah, I'll give you a full apology. I'll write you like a 2-page apology.
Jaylen Brown's my guy, man.
It would go to Tatum just because it usually goes to the perceived best player on the team. Like, you got your Iguodalas, obviously, but, like, other than that.
So, do you think y'all going to take care of business tonight?
I think we can take care of business tonight. I think we have the ability to take care of
I like that energy. I like that energy. Throw it up. I do.
I don't know if we will. That's the thing. It's like, I know that, like, we can, but I'm not sure if we will.
Then you're going to close out the Bucks in their house?
Optimistic. The fact that, because most Boston fans that I talk to is like, bro, I don't think we're going to win game 6. I'm like, bro, to be optimistic. Y'all won before in their house, I'm pretty sure, bro. Y'all can throw it, come up with another win. Like, at least have some optimism in that motherfucker going in.
Yeah.
Man.
That's facts. And, like, they've been in every game besides game 1. They've contested every single game.
Well, y'all beat them in their house.
Hey, I just know it's gonna be a bloodbath. That's why I was like, let's finish the pod before that game start, because I'm trying to watch every single dribble.
Yes, sir.
Who y'all got for Grizzlies Warriors? Y'all think the Golden State take care of the business?
I think they do.
And Oracle.
What do you think? Throw it up.
I think Golden State's taking care of business. Like, I think I can't really see them putting up what was it, like 135?
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
And didn't they stop scoring? Like, didn't they just stop running up the score? I think I turned that bitch off when it was like a 50-point game.
Interesting enough, Memphis is the favorites to win tonight.
They are?
Well, money-wise is Golden State, but matchup-wise, according to ESPN, they have Memphis winning.
Huh.
But the money line's on Golden State winning by 8.
Man. I mean, I would definitely I would take the under on that.
We're gonna see. It's gonna be a good one, man.
To be honest,
2 good games.
I'll probably bet Grizzlies straight up and just boom, because this clearly got the under, and just see how much money I would make. Because clearly that's being in my opinion. So if Grizzlies do win, I make some money. And I'll probably bet nothing too crazy.
So I got a fun little hypothetical 1v1. Steph Curry versus Gilbert Arenas 1v1. Who wins? Park rules.
Okay.
Park rules.
So it's unlimited dribbles or king of the court?
It's unlimited dribbles. It's a regular 1v1.
Gilbert.
Whoever gets the ball first.
I still say Gilbert.
Okay, let me make it a little bit more closer. Loser's ball.
Steph.
Ooh, Steph. Okay.
Because he gonna get the ball back.
Hold up. Does that change your answer? Or you gonna keep it?
I'm still probably taking Steph.
If it's winners take ball, I'm taking Gilbert. If it's losers, I'm taking Steph.
Yeah, I'm taking Steph pretty much either way. Like, I think that, Steph's just going to shoot him out. Like, eventually Gilbert's going to miss, or he's going to, miss a lay or something like that, and then Steph's just going to get his takeover.
I just think it's too big for Steph. Just too big. He's just too big.
That is fair.
I seen him get body Kobe at certain give pretty much nudge him out the way and score on Kobe. And Kobe at that point was a defensive nightmare. So I think at that point you talking about prime Gilbert. I just think he'd just be too much for Steph on as far as weight and physicality.
I mean, prime Steph is just dropping a bucket on his head from like 40.
I could see maybe Steph definitely hitting some shots, but I could also see Gilbert being there defensively. It's not just going to be a cakewalk for Steph offensively.
Yeah. Gilbert Arenas is one of the better NBA players that I know a little bit less about, if I'm like admittedly.
No, he bro, I'm trying to tell you. But I get what you mean. If it like I told him, I'm not, like if Steph gets if it's loses ball, Steph gets the opportunity to get the ball. That's where the thing to me changes. But I just feel like Gilbert is naturally gonna post him up every single time and try to get an easier bucket every single time and wear him out to the point where it's just not gonna do anything. Like, you know what I'm saying?
This is the man that gave Kobe and Michael Jordan 50+ points.
Why did he give Michael Jordan 50 plus? What?
He was on the Wizards at the time. It wasn't.
It wasn't prime Mike. It wasn't
prime Mike.
98 Mike.
Mm-hmm.
That was like walking on defense, Mike. That's like current LeBron James defense, Mike.
Oh my god.
LeBron.
Do you guys think that's a fact? I ain't going to argue to that. Yeah, I think Luka is ever going to win a ring with the Mavs.
So I don't want to say that his career trajectory, like to me, seems like it's going to be kind of like LeBron's. But with like what he's been saying, he's already like complaining about the front office and like what goes on there, and he's also putting up historical numbers. So, like I could see him asking out within the next like 2-3 years if they don't get him any help. I said it could be as soon as this offseason. Like, if they lose this series, then he's going to be like, all right, get me some help or get me out of here.
What help you think they should get? Like, what's a play you think would be good fit for him?
They need a scoring wing. Like, a scoring wing who can handle the ball. Like, they need, like, a Jaylen Brown type.
Bradley Beal?
I don't think Bradley Beal's right because Bradley Beal. So like, they don't need another dude who facilitates. They need someone who has the ability to like do stuff with the ball when they have the ball. I think Bradley Beal would kind of like it would clog up Luka's production a little bit.
Understandable. I was just throwing a good shooting guard out there that could score.
Yeah, I'm thinking more of a 3 though, because like Jaylen Brown can play the 3. That's why I used him as an example.
Understandable.
Jaylen Brown, Luka. I wonder what that would look like. I know y'all not giving him up, but it'd be fun to like just see them what they look like if they play together.
Yeah, Luka might be going to the Celtics within the next couple of years. Who knows?
If you do, yeah, I'm done with basketball. No point in me watching that.
I can see it.
Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. Come on, that's not even fair.
I could maybe not them specifically, but I could see Luka going to a super team.
I see Luka going to a big market like Boston, the Boston, Miami, the Knicks, one of them big market teams.
Yeah, I don't really count the Knicks as a big market team anymore though, because like they're in New York, so they generate revenue, but like they also like suck. And, like, nobody wants to go to them. Like, it clearly hasn't really helped them to be a big market team.
They owner is ass, that's all.
Fizz.
Time to get to this point guard tier list.
Oh, the point guard tier list. Well, how did you do it?
What is this? We got S tier, A tier, B tier, C tier, and D tier.
So, like, are we doing primes or careers?
Which one should I do?
Because I see D Rose on here, and that makes it very different where I'm putting D Rose.
Yeah. Career versus prime, so I guess you're right.
Like, prime is, like, probably high A tier, maybe even a low S tier.
Which one would y'all rather do? Career or primes?
We could do primes, I guess.
Yeah, I think primes would probably be more fun.
Okay, is Magic on here?
Yeah.
Just
Second player.
Just go ahead and throw him on the S tier, bro. Go ahead and throw that.
And then Curry, you might as well put him up there, too.
Yeah, you might as well throw him up there, too.
IT.
Right.
You think
Y'all
IT
throw
was
IT
S
up
tier in
there?
his prime?
I'll say because he was a short dude, he was one of the only short dudes to lead his team to a championship. Yes, he deserves to be in the S tier, in my opinion.
That's it for S tier. Y'all don't got
Yeah,
nobody else
I
y'all want to put up there?
would put anybody else up on S tier, in my personal opinion.
Not Chris Paul.
Nah.
So you don't even know what tier I want to put him on.
See, to me, Chris Paul, you couldn't put him on an S tier because he hasn't led his team to a championship as being a lead dude. All them three has led their teams to championships being that guy.
So like, where are you putting Russell Westbrook?
Man,
And we going off primes. He in that A to B tier. Yeah.
I,
If we
I,
going
I,
off his
I
prime.
I'm gonna be objective and I'm gonna say B tier.
I don't mind A to B tier if we're talking primes.
I say B tier. I'm not gonna do Russell Westbrook that dirty. I'm not gonna say he deserved to be on the C or D tier. I'm not gonna be that B tiers. Yeah,
What would you put him throwed up?
Honestly, I'd put him at A, but I wouldn't give too much pushback for B tier. Efficiency
A or
matters.
B is good for me.
Yeah,
If we're
B's
talking
fine.
about strictly prime.
okay, so Derrick Rose is A tier.
Yeah, I wouldn't disagree with that.
I
Where
don't.
would you put Josh? Josh, I'm just asking you. Where would you put him? B tier?
Like I'm like, if we talking about just strictly primes, I'm trying to think about like how many guys am I putting over Westbrook since he's in B tier. If we're just talking about strictly at primes, I think I might have to move him up to A tier. If we're talking primes, I think he's better fit for A tier.
Okay, then put him up on A tier,
Yeah,
and
A is still fair.
then put Derrick Rose in A tier too. I would say either put him behind or in front. Either which one is y'all's up
I'll
to.
put him I'd rather put him behind. He did
You
win
put him,
MVP. He did lead them to a Eastern Conference championship. All right, what about Jerry West, Mr. 1-9?
the introduction of slander.
I'll say the top of. I'll put him on B tier, bro. I'm not gonna go C.
Yeah, B tier. I'd agree
B
with
tier
that.
sounds fine with me. What about Jason Kidd?
I'll put him on A tier.
Throw it up, you put him on A tier too? I mean, yeah, I know.
I'm thinking because like defensively he was really good.
And
And
offensively, he was a wizard with the damn basketball.
oh yeah, because of his playmaking ability. I'm just thinking about like I don't know, he was kind of held back in the scoring department.
I put him. I actually, y'all gonna call me crazy,
We gonna put him.
bro. I put him at the top of A tier, bro. That's how great peak Jason Kidd.
Ooh. And honestly, I won't give you no pushback on that.
If we talking about like peak Jason Kidd, bro,
He did take a team to the finals in his peak year,
twice.
Didn't he do that twice? Yeah.
so I can't argue with that. What about John Stockton? I don't even
D
know
tier.
when his prime is.
D tier. D tier.
John
D tier,
Stockton
bro.
here, yo. You gotta
I,
chill.
I mean, what's his prime?
All right, C tier.
What
C
does
tier.
prime? What the?
I
But
say,
what does prime John Stockton look like, anyways? Like his
bro. I say
numbers, all that.
96 to 98. His last like 2-3 years in the NBA. That's when he finally figured out how to figure out a jumper. He had a decent jumper. To me, was more offensively sound. You couldn't just like let him shoot.
We're talking
I
about a
mean,
prime.
like
He might be in D tier.
slander aside, he's probably B tier.
B.
But like, his prime wasn't that impressive.
I say, bro. I say B tier behind Jerry, bro.
I like throw it up the first time when you said put him in D tier.
Bro, you can
Steve
put him in,
Nash.
bro. You can put him at C. Just go ahead and drop him down to C, bro. I was trying to
Well,
respect because he's from my area, bro. But
I understand, man. Steve Nash, prime Steve Nash.
Yeah, solid B probably.
Rose, what do you think? I think B. If we're doing his prime, talking about 2-time MVP in his prime.
I'll say B.
Had Kobe blow a 3-1.
I say B. Some of these players I don't know how to actually because I'm looking at them, and some of them I don't even know how to fucking really put them, and this is gonna be tough.
Like Chauncey Billups, I can keep on seeing Chauncey in the front of my screen. I don't know where I'm putting.
Yeah, where you want to put? Let me just look at some numbers so we can get a clear what his prime would look like.
This is like the Detroit year; they won a championship.
Yeah, but what numbers did he put up?
He was a consistent 16 to 17 point scorer. He shot around 88 to 90% from the free throw line. His 3-point percentage was it hovered between it was around 40, 400 or
40. We'll give him 40.
And his field goal percentage though, bro, dang, he didn't even really attempt shots like that.
No, you talking about 7 shot attempts? His for a career, he only averaged 6 shot attempts.
And he only got to the line 5 times a game.
He did win 2 rings. He got a Finals MVP.
Who did he win the second ring with?
Wait, he got 1. Where did I get 2 from? I'm thinking that Detroit won last time they went back.
No,
the second time they went back. I forgot they lost though.
But no, I think he good. I wouldn't be mad if you put him on B tier above Steve Nash, because I mean as far as, but I'm gonna say no. I wouldn't say above just because he got. I'll say behind. I'm tripping.
Chris Paul, prime Chris Paul. You already know where I'm gonna put him,
bro. Throw it up,
Rose. You already know where I'm gonna put him.
You gotta be my voice of reason, bro. Where you gonna put him, bro?
Bro, he's A tier.
A tier? I'm putting right with Stockton.
Bro, you sick.
Oh, come on, that's terrible.
Tier, bro.
That's terrible.
No, I told you.
Hey, Josh, you gonna hate me even more. Put him on A tier and put him above Westbrook, bro.
Oh my God, no.
Yeah, bro.
I'm taking prime Chris Paul over prime Westbrook.
Oh my God. You know what? He should be in the same place with Stockton because they basically the same player. They're the same player.
No, they're not.
I'm pushing that agenda. They're the same player, bro.
Bro, John Stockton has 30 career 20-point games. You go through his game.
Listen, they play style. If I show you both their resumes, they look too much alike. It's crazy.
You're sick.
That's what I'm worried about this year. I think they might go back and then lose to the Bucks again.
Now, if he loses to Luka, he definitely on John Stockton level at that point. Who else we got here? Tony Parker. That's an interesting one.
Put him behind Chauncey, in my opinion.
I think he's more like C.
Oh, you want to put him in the Stockton tier?
You said Tony Parker?
He said the Stockton tier. Ooh, that's spicy.
Well, are you taking Tony Parker over Stockton?
Yes.
Yeah, I would.
Prime
really?
Tony Parker. I'm taking him over John Stockton. Yes. But I think he's not on the C tier. I'm not gonna give him that, bro. Tony Parker.
I think they both systematic players. Well,
I wouldn't say that. Tony Parker was he used a lot of his speed and quickness to help with his ball and shit like that. So.
Players like him, it's hard for me to judge them because they've been in one system for so long.
I know, and that's why. But he won in that system, and he won being a very good player. So I say
that's a final MVP.
That's why I say put him in B tier behind Chauncey. I can't put him.
Oh, he has a Finals MVP.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably enough for me to move him up to B.
I said B behind Chauncey.
Yeah, that Finals MVP is important because that's not a lot of point guards have that accolade.
Yeah, 2006, 2007, he got a Finals MVP.
And he was putting up 20 and 7. So
Here goes one that's gonna get a little interesting. Rondo.
I say B tier, and I will put him. If we looking at things, I will put him probably after, probably like Steve Nash. I put him.
I'm not too mad at that. What you think, though? The B tier behind Nash?
I think he's a little close. I think he's more like behind Tony Parker or Chauncey. But yeah, B tier.
I'm not mad at that either.
I think B tier is fair for Rondo.
It looks better with him being back there. Anyways, Gary Payton.
Is that A? Y'all feeling A?
I would. I'll put him in front of. No, actually, I'll put him behind D Rose.
You put him behind D Rose.
I would.
I'm not mad at that.
He's definitely in front of Jerry West and all these other guys in his prime. I'm sorry.
But I wouldn't put. Yeah, I think that's right.
Yeah, I can't really argue with that. It's one player.
We're gonna do your guy, Rose. Dame Dollar, prime Dame.
Oh, y'all put me in a quandary, bro. Y'all put me in a quandary, bro.
I mean, Stockton a little lonely down there. He gotta have a friend.
You sick as fuck.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
You sick as fuck.
You got a friend in me.
You sick as hell.
Where you gonna put him? Is he as good as the guys in B tier? Or better than the guys in B tier in his prime?
Yeah, I'm taking prime Dame over prime Tony Parker. What? Like,
or prime Steve Nash, no disrespect. Steve Nash had a good system and a good team around him. Jerry West.
Oh my god.
And Jerry West didn't even shoot threes. Like, there wasn't even a 3-point line when he was playing.
Bro, you think I'm gonna be sick, bro. That's why I was like, this is.
Please don't tell you about to try to finesse his way into the A tier. Please, the guy know.
Way into A tier, but man, this is where things get funky for me, bro.
These guys all and B tier, all these guys have some that Dame don't.
Which is what?
Accolades. All three of these guys, all of them have a ring.
Bro was so close to saying a ring.
And two of them got an MVP, and like most of them have MVPs except for Shanti, for Billups and Rondo.
But I also,
Tony Park got a Finals MVP.
My argument is pretty much everybody in A tier or B tier has had better situations than Dame has had. So, and that's where I would say, like, if we looking at peak and what he has done and like getting to the Western Conference Finals with CJ as his best player, bro, I think that to me that's very impressive, especially how he did it. But I'm not going to sit here and be very biased.
I'll probably say top of B.
I'll put him at the top of B tier. Give me above Jerry West.
That just looks so disgusting to me, and I don't know why. It just looks.
Bro, you really want to know disgusting, bro? I don't know how you put Westbrook so high and you think Dame so low.
Accolades, Dame got none in his prime. Nothing. A Western Conference Final.
Is that?
And I guess an All NBA first team. I'm sorry.
Argument. Then if that's your only argument, why ain't Steve Nash better than and then higher than Russell? Then he got more accolades than him.
Steve Nash.
We're ranking on prime.
I don't think that Steve Nash should have won 2 MVPs. I think he should only have one.
I'm just saying though.
I know he won 2. See, like his MVPs, I think maybe more questionable than Russ's 1 MVP. Both of his. You know how people try to take Russ's MVP away all the time, say Harden should have won it. Steve Nash MVPs, come on now.
All I'm saying is, if you want to be objective, bro, you could drop Russ down if you really wanted to. We can have
Russ. a prime Russ drop down is ludicrous.
It's not ludicrous, bro.
Where's Kyrie going? Where's prime Kyrie? I don't even know where is prime Kyrie. Boston, I guess. That's prime
Boston,
Kyrie.
bro, he's D. If you're talking Boston Kyrie, bro, that's D tier.
What like is that prime Kyrie or when he won the ring with LeBron? Is that like what is
LeBron, bro? It's 2016, so we going off there, bro. Bro, he has to be. Bro, that final series, bro.
Let me pull up Kyrie's numbers real quick.
Bro, the shot.
What?
I said the shot, what he did. I can't put him in B tier. So I can't put him in B tier.
So he buddies with John Stockton. It's lit.
No, he's not on C tier, bro. Stop.
So where he going? He hasn't, because the last 3 seasons he's averaged 27.
But I'm just saying, okay, just give me the finals numbers for the Cavs series.
The finals numbers for the Cavs series.
I think he averaged close to 30.
Game playoff. Oh, here. He was averaging what he was shooting 47, 40, 94 splits with 27 points, 4 and 4.
I put him first on A tier.
Kyrie?
Yeah.
Kyrie at A tier is insane.
I don't think that's his prime. That's the thing. And his prime, he's only
trying to tell me again, bro. We talking about he was the second best player on a championship team, or a very integral part. Some people will say he was a closer for that team. And we talk about peak. We're not talking about career. We're not talking just peak. Bro, averaging 27 on those type of efficiency numbers and closing that game out in Game 7 for like easily one of the best comebacks in NBA history. I honestly think that deserves to be above everybody on A tier.
So Kyrie don't even get a prime, huh?
Well, so Kyrie's prime, because Kyrie's prime, if anything, would be the last 3 years, and he only played more than 50 games once, and that was during the shortened season where he played 54.
Well, that's where
and all the guys in air
disagree, because I would say his prime is the one that he made impact on winning on, and that to me is the 2016 Cavs. That's why I asked you for those numbers.
But also the prime and all the guys in A tier, they were all the guys of their teams.
Very true, and I'm not
except for Kyrie
taking that fact at all. But I would also say averaging 27. Being a second option, that's nothing to slouch at either. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I understand most second options don't average 27, but I would say that's very, very great for a second option to average 27 on those type of efficient splits to win a championship. But if y'all want to bump him, all I'm saying is he don't deserve to go to B tier if that's his peak. But if that's his peak, then somewhere around A tier, I'm not mad at that.
So you think Kyrie's prime is better than Dame's prime?
I'm not mad at that. If we off what we're judging and what we're critiquing, I can't be what he did in the finals. I can't erase that, bro.
I feel what you're saying, but it's like
that's what I'm saying. Like if we going off peaks, like
we going their primes. It's just Kyrie don't got a prime. We gotta go off his peak because he don't got one.
Well, again, that's what I'm saying. What are we judging off of? Because that's where I'm going off of is 2016 and what he did in that series and the whole in that playoff run.
I get what you're saying. I don't know where his prime is. I really can't pinpoint it for you. Like I really can't say and tell you, oh, this is Kyrie's prime.
I definitely get you. I just don't think that like 7 games is enough to like
stay a person
put him over what Damian Lillard has done for like the last 4 or 5 seasons.
And that was just trying to me being objective because, bro, you just threw him right behind. You're sick. You're sick. Hey, bro.
Listen, we listen. We don't even know his prime. We're trying to figure out his prime. You're going off a peak here, which I understand. I'm not discrediting. It's like, come on. He got to be next to Stockton at this point. Ain't no way around it.
Bro.
Who we got? Tim Hardaway. Nope.
Bro,
Who
we
we
didn't
got?
do nobody else, bro. Nobody else, bro. I
You
don't
don't
think
want to add nobody else? There's Penny on here. I don't think you can add him anywhere. He was injury prone. Mike Price, injury prone. Maurice Cheeks. I don't know if this is Nate Archibald or Oscar Robinson. I don't even know who that is.
I think that's Big O.
people,
Kings jersey.
Clubhouse
Yes.
go crazy over this list, bro.
Okay. The criteria was primes. This is we did Dylan strictly off their primes. I don't see anybody else that's worthy of this list. Well, Walclaw Frazier.
Bro, I'm gonna say it again. I think Rush should be lower, but I'm just a hater.
I think this might be Oscar. I think Oscar should go. No,
I never
well,
seen him
roll.
play, bro.
Yeah.
I just know about folks
So
for
since we never seen these guys play, I guess we can keep them off the list. To be fair, Penny's career was too
at
short.
least I've seen tape of I've seen tape of Magic. I've seen tape of Jerry West. Even Jerry West, I've seen all these players I've seen at one point in their careers played at their peaks or watched games upon games. Like I've never sat down and watched was like, ooh,
Earl
turn on
Pearl.
Oscar game. Like that's never no disrespect to the man. I've never turned on his game, bro.
So based off of the primes, in the S tier we got Magic Johnson, Steph Curry, Isaiah Thomas. In the A tier we got Jason Kidd, CP3, Westbrook, D Rose, Gary Payton. In the B tier we got Dame Dollar, Jerry West, Steve Nash, Tony Parker, Chauncey Billups, and Rondo. And in the C tier we have John Stockton and Kyrie Irving. This is strictly off their primes and nothing else. Because I know
Bro,
y'all gonna go crazy.
send me that, and I'm gonna start, start putting it up, pushing it around the agenda. Put it in club. So I can just copy, paste, take the picture. But the
All right,
game,
I got you.
Drop it in the Discord.
I'll drop it in Discord.
bro. So we need to get off here.
Facts.
So you know how we end the show, Rose.
Oh yeah, give me a nasty take. Throw it up before we stop. Before we get off.
Boston beats the Suns in 6 games, and Jason Tatum wins Finals MVP, and I'm gonna be there.
You went to the deep end. I like it though. What about
You want a crazy take?
Gary Payne's a top 5 point guard all time.
Oh my god.
I got another one about point guards, but I'm gonna say that for next show. I got another one.
I got a take for you. Damian Lillard's peak is better than Russell Westbrook's peak.
Oh, you're filthy. You're very filthy, man.
Yeah,
You know what?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Follow us for more great content. Shout out to my boy Throw It Up for being a guest on the show.
Brody.
He's more than welcome to be back whenever. And y'all enjoy your day. Rose, you're a filthy individual. You're disgusting.